'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the town it was peaceful and quiet, and not a soul was around. The stars shine brightly in the cloudless Christmas Eve sky, and the Christmas lights twinkle colors on rooftops so high. Families were sleeping at their homes with their children, girls and boys, waiting for Saint Nick, 8 reindeer, and his sleigh full of toys. At the stroke of midnight in the sky came Saint Nick to deliver his presents, and he had to be quick. He landed his sleigh on the first house in the town, and just as he picked up his toys, he heard a very strange sound. The sound was high-pitched as he continued to hear more. He was very puzzled because he never heard this before. Off in the distance he saw flashing lights. They seemed out of place. They were flashing red and blue, and they were coming fast like a race. The lights were coming closer, which gave him such fear, and the sound became louder as Saint Nick covered his ears. And right by the house, several vehicles flew. A police car, a fire truck, and a couple ambulances too. "What are these people doing?" Saint Nick said with such fright. "Why aren't they home sleeping on this Christmas Eve night?" Putting the toys back in the sleigh, Saint Nick took a dare to search for those vehicles he had to know where. Saint Nick found the red and blue lights down the street all aglow. He hovered above quietly as he looked down below. And he was shocked by what he had found. There was a car, wrecked in the street, turned completely around. Now the people in these vehicles got out and put on quite a show. Without the slightest doubt, they were fast and on the go. The firefighters geared up approached the car that had crashed. The roof was caved in, so they had to act fast. Saint Nick was impressed by the next thing he saw as the firefighters cut the roof off using a mechanical jaw. And inside the car were the wrecked debris piled. In the front were 2 parents, and in the back a very small child. And then at that moment EMS jumped right in, for now it's safe and their care can begin. Saint Nick was surprised. The atmosphere was quite mellow, as the parents were safely removed and strapped to boards, hard and yellow. The child was removed and placed on a board so very small. The child was crying and screaming, which didn't upset anyone at all. The mother and child in the first ambulance, stretcher and track, and the father was placed in the second ambulance, located in the back. Now off in the distance came a vehicle with people inside, apparently family members, observing the tears they have cried. Running into the scene with such terrible fright to see if their loved ones were okay and if they were all right. The officer approached the family with an open hand palm to control them, quietly talk to them, and keep them all calm. He said, "Your family is out receiving care. That is the plan. EMS and fire are giving them all the care that they can." The officer told them which hospital their family will stay, gave them directions, and kindly sent them on their way. Saint Nick observed the care EMS gave with such ease, assessing and giving oxygen, and they started a couple IVs. And now with doors shut, sirens on, the flashing lights all aglow, as fast as lightning, off to the hospital these 2 vehicles go. Saint Nick observed the firefighters cleaning the road of metal and glass, making sure others would not be damaged as they passed. Once the tow truck came to remove this horrible wreck site, the fire truck and police car drove away quietly into the night. At that moment, Saint Nick realized it was time to get back to work, so he grabbed the reins and gave the reindeer a jerk. And Saint Nick said proudly, before his sleigh took flight, "Merry Christmas to these heroes, and may God bless you on this night." To those who never get a holiday,